Oh damn, did I start the stream? Sorry everybody. Yeah, it looks like the stream has begun. Right? Yeah, there I am. There's my mug. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Tuesday night stream. I'm here for it.
Did I start the stream?
Sorry today marks my return
Yeah, it looks
to
like
the
stream has
PizzaChefLocke of Pokemon Emerald Crest. More like crust.
Yeah, there I am. There's my mug.
Fully randomized.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome.
We are starting
Tuesday
Tuesday
night stream.
84
I'm here for it
today.
Did I start the stream?
After
Sorry,
today marks really
my return.
yeah,
it looks
to
like
the
stream has
PizzaChefLocke
spectacular
run that we had
Pokemon
going.
Emerald Crest.
That
Crust.
came to an abrupt ending. So I'll show you real quick before we do the Pokedoku together. This is our Salamence, our Jolly Nature, which means up speed minus special attack. So very good. It was our Jolly. Those are the IVs there too. So pretty good. Salamence with the ability Intrepid Sword. It was so fun to play with. And she never died. The Yeast Beast never died. It was the fault. It's always my fault. Buck stops here. Type stuff. Hold on just a moment. I have Lazarus open still. Weirdly enough, I don't know why this is still open. Okay. So yeah, I mean. But we had, oh my god, I forgot it had Beast Boost. So this was our like team we were walking around with for the most part. Beast Boost, Palkia, Blaze, god stupid, Compound Ice Xerneas. We just got our power herb and god, look at those IVs. The bulk is perfect. The speed and special attack were good. So yeah, it was a very blessed run. What happened here is we had our this Magearna here that I caught at the cost of onion, I believe it was, at least. It might have been onion and black pepper that went down to trying to catch that Magearna. It seemed, you know, in my mind, it seemed worth the effort, even though this was a great support Pokemon. Both were expendable because neither were foundational ingredients. Now, if this is the first ChefLocke here tuning into, it's a format I came up with last year where you pick a recipe. To simplify everything, you pick a recipe. Every Pokemon you catch is named after an ingredient in that recipe. The recipe has a set amount of ingredients, and some of them are called foundational ingredients, the most important ingredients. And if one of the Pokemon that you have named for a foundational ingredient dies in the Nuzlocke is over. And so that's what happened here. Is we caught this Magearna. I named it olive oil, which is a foundational ingredient in this pizza ChefLocke that we are doing here, and it died to a critical hit. It had a +2 attack, and it did not a critical hit. It hit itself in confusion for 83 damage. Like, I was risking hitting myself in confusion, but it did, you know, it did over a third of our HP in one hit after 2 attack buffs. So it was a really unhappy accident, and it really kind of turned me off to playing this for a while. But it has been long enough, certainly, and that I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of actually looking forward to playing today. This is something that we haven't done because I dedicated myself completely to beating Pokemon Lazarus, which we finally did. If you want to go watch the VOD of the Elite Four, it is up. Now that the whole run is over, I really do have an intention of trying to get a video made of that even faster than the Pozzole ChefLocke, actually, because it's not going to be as complicated to edit as the Pozzole video will be. And so go check that Elite Four out if you want to see how it went down. Let's see here, but we're back. We're back to do Emerald Crest. We're back to do kind of our normal streams at a normal pace, and so part of that is that I'm gonna start doing
83 damage.
you know. Like I was risking hitting myself at the beginning of streams, going forward for a little while. So today,
it did over a
this
third
probably
of
could
our-
be
of
what
our
I do a lot
HP in
one
one
days.
hit
We're
after
gonna do the
two attack
Pokedoku buffs. So
I
love the Pokedoku. If you don't know
it
the
was,
Pokedoku, go to Pokedoku.
It was a really unhappy accident
right there.
and
It really
for
kind
you.
of turned me off to playing this for a
that you
while.
can join
but
on that and
it has been
X
long
account,
enough.
Twitter X account,
certainly,
you can
and
look at.
as well as an unlimited
That I'm
practice
kind of
mode,
excited.
I'm kind of
and
actually
a
looking
tic-tac-toe
forward
competitive
to,
mode
playing
that you
today.
can do.
And
you can also
this
obviously
is
there's a
something
daily puzzle.
that we haven't
Sometimes
done
there's
because
two.
I
There's a
dedicated
bonus
myself
puzzle
completely to beating Pokemon
the
Masters,
daily
which
puzzle
finally
that
did.
you see in front of
Want to
you.
go watch
If
the
you-
VOD of
if
the
you don't
Elite
understand
Four.
what's going on,
It's pretty
now that the whole run is over, I really do have an intention of trying to get a video made.
You know,
of that
everything in this
even
faster
row
than
has
the
to be an
Pozzoli
ice type.
ChefLocke.
Everything
Everything
in
in
this
this
row
row
has
has
to
to
be
be
from
Gen 9.
It's not going to be as
a little
complicated to edit
confusing
as the
wording
Pozzoli
because Area
video
Zero
will be.
DLC technically takes place in Unova a little
and
bit.
so-
But suffice it to say, this basically
check
means
that
Gen
Elite Four out
9
if you want
Pokemon
to
see how it went
and
down. And then Hisuian
let's
Pokemon.
see
So you
here.
know what that means.
But
Pokemon.
we're
We're
back.
back. We're back to do Emerald Crest. We're back to do kind of our
Legends
normal
Arceus,
streams. And then the
at a
columns,
normal
self-explanatory.
pace, Psychic,
And so
Dark,
part of
and
that
then
is
there's
that
explanations
I'm gonna
linked to
start
the board
doing
game
these
as
things,
well.
you know.
Like
I was
a little
risking
check-in
hitting
thing
myself
at the
at the
beginning of
beginning of
streams.
So there's
going
like
for
two
a while.
different
So
goals
today,
that I
it did
kind of
over a
juggle
third
probably
of
could
our
be what I do a lot.
HP
It
in one
keeps
day
track.
after
We're gonna do the
two attack.
Pokedoku
Of
so
everyone's
everyone's
answers,
answers,
and it'll tell
it
you
was
which
of those
answers
Pokedoku.
It was a really unhappy accident
right there.
and it really
kind
got
of turned me
a
off to
Discord
playing this for
that
a
you can
while.
join
But
on
if you guess something that everyone else guessed, it'll
Twitter X account
tell you
certainly,
explicitly like
look
this
at.
percentage of people
As
guessed
well
the same
as
answer,
an
and then
unlimited
that I'm kind
practice
of excited
mode,
and
actually
a temperate
low
low
competitive mode. Version
version
of
of
that
that
is
is
something
that we haven't done because I dedicated myself completely to beating Pokemon.
So that's a
finally
finally
did.
did. Try to
Want to go watch the
we are
VOD
on my
of the
like
Elite Four.
what's going on. It's pretty yourself now that the whole run is over. I really do have an intention to get a video made.
You know,
everything.
And then the other elements is
even
I'm trying to fill
faster
out
row
Pokedex.
Within
This
row has to be
Pokedoku. It
keeps track of when you have
nine.
done
It's
Pokemon
not going to be as a
before.
little
So
as the
Pozzoli, I kind of have like this
DLC technically takes place in
dual
a little bit.
desire.
Suffice it to say, this
So
basically
fill out the
Gen
Pokedex
9
route of
Pokemon
Pokemon
see
So
how
some of
it
the things
went
that are
down.
missing from
And then
my Pokedex
Hisuian
are
here.
the more obvious
But
answers. So
we're back. We're back to do
my goal
Emerald Crest. We're back to
with
do
it.
kind of our
Just
normal
answer
streams.
quickly.
And then the
At a
columns.
normal
Ice
pace.
evolved by
Psychic,
Ice, and
and
then there's
that
explanations.
I'm gonna
start
forward
doing
game. First thing I can
well.
think of.
Like I was
checking
myself in
beginning
confusion.
streams.
So there's like
going
two
forward.
different
We
goals
haven't
today.
guessed
It
today.
did over
Juggle
the probably
of
could be what I do a lot.
It
It
keeps
keeps
going
track.
forward
We do the
to
Pokedoku.
so
Everyone's
the
answers,
Pokedoku,
and it'll tell
it
you
was
which of those answers are the
it was
most
really unhappy accident
right there.
and it really
Really
got
turned
a
me off to
Discord
playing this for a
so
while.
if you guess something that everyone else guessed,
Twitter,
the most
intelligent
you
explicitly
can
like
look
this
at
percentage of people
as
guessed
well
the same
as
answer.
an
And
unlimited
I'm
dark
kind of excited
and
actually
a
low
competitive mode.
Inversion
before version of that is something
that we haven't done because I dedicated myself
today to beating Pokemon. So that's a finally did.
Want to go watch the VOD of the Elite Four.
It's pretty. I think now that the whole run is over. I really do have an intention. I think there are only
everything. The other elements is I'm trying to fill out
Pokedex.
within
this row has to be
Pokedoku.
It keeps track of when you have done the Pokemon before.
So
I kind of have like this dual
a little bit
desire.
Suffice it to say, this basically
fill out the
Pokedex
Pokedex
route of Pokemon see.
So
So
some of the things that are missing
and then
are the more obvious.
But
So
we're back to do Emerald Crest. We're back to do kind of our normal streams. And then the columns. Ice evolved by Ice, and then there's explanations.
I'm gonna start doing
first thing I
can learn.
One can
Like I was
checking
myself
in
in
beginning of
streams.
So there's like two
different
goals
today.
today.
It did over a third
could be what I do a lot.
It
It
keeps
keeps
track
forward
of
to the Pokedoku.
So
Everyone's answers, and it'll tell you which of those answers are the most
really unhappy accident right there. Really like turned Discord.
So
if you guess something that everyone else guessed, have I done
tell you
explicitly like this
percentage of
people as well as an unlimited and competitive mode. Inversion of that is something that we haven't done because I dedicated myself today to beating Pokemon. So that's a finally did. front
Want
of
to
you.
go watch the
I
yard?
think that's another thing that's over. I really do order.
I think there are only
everything. The other elements I'm trying to fill out Pokedex.
I said
This row has Pokedoku keeps track of when you have done a Pokemon. So I kind of have like this dual desire. Suffice it to say, this to fill out the Pokemon. I think more that are missing, and then are the more obvious. But
we're back to Indigo Emerald Crest. We're back to
and then yeah, the
ice evolved by ice,
and
evolved by
there's actually the can learn. Like I was checking myself at the beginning of streams. So there's like two difficult today. This probably could be what I do a lot. It keeps track of so everyone's answer to go, and it'll tell you. It was really unhappy accident right there. Really turn forward. So if you guess something that I managed to guess, have I done most intelligent explicit percentage as well as an unlimited competitive mode. The inverse of the floor version of that is something you dedicate myself so that's all I really did. Want to go watch the yard? I still want to when it adds, I think there are only everything. The other elements I'm trying to fill out Pokedex. I said this row has Pokedoku keeps track of when you have done Pokemon. So I kind of have like this dual desire. Suffice it to say, this to fill out the Pokemon. I think more that are missing, and then are the more obvious. But we're back to Indigo Emerald Crest. We're back to and then yeah, ice evolved by ice, evolved by there's actually the can learn. Like I was checking myself at the beginning of streams. So there's like two difficult today. This probably could be what I do a lot. It keeps track of so everyone's answer to go, and it'll tell you. It was really unhappy accident right there. Really turn forward. So if you guess something that I managed to guess, have I done most intelligent percentage as well as an unlimited competitive mode. Inverse of the floor version of that is something you dedicate overall. So that's all I really did. Want to go watch the yard? I still want to when it adds, I think there are everything. These are all things I'm trying to fill out. I said this row has Pokedoku keeps track of an Aurora's can learn. So well, I kind of have like this. I can feel pretty good in that like there were only two answers that could suffice it to say this little thing means I guessed more and then are the more obvious. So there's only two. We're back to Indigo Crest. And then yeah, ice evolved by ice, evolved by there's actually the can learn. Like I was checking myself at the beginning of streams. So there's like two difficult today. This probably could be what I do a lot. It keeps track of so everyone's answer to go, and it'll tell you. It was really unhappy accident right there. Really turn forward. So I was right about to guess something that I managed to guess. Have I done most intelligent percentage as well as an unlimited competitive I guess I guessed it, but it's something you dedicate overall. So that's all I really did. Want to go watch the yard? I still want to when it adds, I think there are everything. These are all things I'm trying to fill out. I said this Pokedoku keeps track of an Aurora's can learn. So well, I kind of have like this. I can feel pretty good in that like there were only two answers that could suffice it to say this. Not a long list. This little thing means a lot of. It makes sense that it's a lot of. And then are more obvious. But there's only two. We're back to Indigo Crest. And then yeah, ice evolved by ice, evolved by there's actually the can learn. Like I was reaching anything.
So there's like two. See what I mean?
Everyone's answer is yes. It was really unhappy actually. So I was right about you guys. I managed to guess. Have I done tell you guys? Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks like I guess
we are officially and actually going to start our new game. So I already got us here to starter selection, and we've got, you know, a lot of our numbers in that attempt. A lot of the attempts are resetting for starter selection. Like a lot of that 84 number there is, oh, these starters suck, I'm gonna reset. Today I think I'm gonna maybe calm down on that just a little bit, and try to just like play as much as I can, because you never know, I guess, what you're gonna get, you know. Even if I have a trash starter, if I can get to the rest of the encounters, they could be good. So you never know. But let's go ahead and see what we get. Parasect could be worse. Ooh, Aggron is good. We'll go with Aggron. A Mega Evolution. We do have Mega Evolutions in this game, and Z moves. And this is not a bad. Ooh, this is not a bad move set. Nice. We got a winner here. Now we just got to check his ability, make sure it's legal. There's only one ability that's totally illegal, which is Wonder Guard. But yeah, Flower number 84. Flower the Aggron. Welcome to the Resistance. Let's see what we got going on here. Blaze. Okay, well, who knows? I might be able to get, and those IVs could be a lot worse. The bulk is fine, and the attack is fine. Blaze, but still, that's great. Look at him. Oh, he's a menace. Well, how exciting! Getting a decent starter right out the gate. Get a little experience before we fight our rival. Hold on a sec. Okay, the experience multiplier is on. I bet we have a somewhat slower growth rate, maybe. And Shelter's probably not a particularly... Yeah, experience heavy Pokemon. Okay, so that's a little better. But soon, for some reason not in this town, but in the next town, we will have access to our rare candy cheat. So, which we fully use rare candies. I level cap Pokemon in these challenges. Ooh, Appleton, that could be interesting. But you gotta catch it first. Do you have something? No, that's something else. Ooh. That could be fun. I won't hold my breath, but that could be fun. Okay. One thing to point out, because we're losing right now, is that your Nuzlocke doesn't start until you have Pokeballs. So that is actually not constitute a loss of the Nuzlocke. Ooh, this should be good for some experience. So we're just going to grind up a little more and try it again. Because that's an unlucky get. Oh, I like Raboot. Don't really care about Score Bunny. Kind of think Cinderace is lame. But I think Raboot looks cool. I think they did a good job. Oh, I want this Ogerpon. But we gotta beat our rival first. Alright, let's try again. Aggron. Okay. We're faster now, and we take way less damage, so as long as we can hit, there we go. That's all it takes. Now the run is about to start. For real. I always like really thought Aggron was really cool. I like Lyron a lot, honestly. I think it's one of my favorite stage 1 middle evolution Pokemon. Aggron kind of looks like what would happen if you evolved a Nidorino with a metal coat. Ooh. Well, we only have 5 Pokeballs, and we're going to throw every single one we have at it. We could probably get away with 1 Metal Claw. Okay, we got to run. Yeah. So, no Route 1 encounter. That's fine. Well, Route 101 or whatever this is. It's too bad. That's always kind of the risk on that route is like, you know, maybe we could have had more Pokeballs like we're about to. Alright. What do we get? Okay, Gourgeist. It's no Ogerpon. But, you don't complain about a ghost type. Why did I hit tackle? I'm just worried that anything I do to this might kill it. Because we're so over leveled, but let's just try it. Yeah. This is part of what makes this challenge so difficult, and which is really like run the attempt count up, is that, you know, you just miss these encounters. Like, even if you get good encounters, it's so hard in this early game when you don't have resources to actually catch them. Okay, we're asleep. Screamtail would be a huge get. It's got some great support moves. Like, I think it can learn, like, Yawn and Reflect and Light Screen and stuff. And also, it's, like, very, very bulky. Sorry, hold on a moment. But we got to get it in a Pokeball, which can be pretty hard. Yeah, all these Pokemon that we've encountered so far have been, like, pretty high base stat total, high catch rate Pokemon. One thing, that is making this challenge particularly chaotic is that there's a setting called balance on tiers that you can toggle on or off. I choose to not balance the tiers. What that means is, like, if I wanted to, I could have it so that the randomizer only replaced Pokemon with Pokemon of a similar base stat total. So instead of seeing Poochyena and Whirlpool in the first route, you might see like Rattata and Caterpie, because they're around the same. That can have little silly things happen too, like you can be fishing in a spot where you can technically catch like Gyarados, and since Gyarados has such a high base stat total, it could end up being something crazy. But more often than not, it just keeps things at kind of like a similar pace to a regular game. But the thing about that is that that's not as fun for me personally. It's like in this particular game, in this setting, when I'm also making the trainer battles random as well, and keeping legendaries in the mix, which I also have the option to turn off and choose not to. Ooh, baby, let's go. Okay. This thing is a brick house. It's a fairy type. Like, I feel like the skill it's gonna have the best is not dying. Like, that's gonna be the main thing that it's good at, I feel like. And so this is a weird thing to do this early in the game, and with my very technically my very first catch. But I'm gonna name this another foundational ingredient, and welcome Salt the Screamtail to the resistance. So let's heal up and get some levels on her, or them. Screamtail have gender? No, Screamtail does not have gender. No gender here. We didn't need gender in the past. Chlorophyll. Huh, interesting. And this could be a lot worse in a lot of regards, although they are more of a physical attacker when they are an attacker. But really, they're a support move user. No guard would be nuts. No guard with Sing. I had no guard hypnosis Gardevoir one time, and I didn't notice until I already lost the run. Like, I didn't realize that I had a hypnosis that couldn't miss. Oh God, what I wouldn't do to know that information while I had that tool at my disposal. I can't believe I fucked that up so bad. I mess up a lot of stuff on this channel. I'm trying, my goal for this year is to play better, to play more patiently and more cautiously, because these hours add up, and every time I wipe, you know, makes whatever video I'm gonna eventually try to edit that much more difficult to put together. So I really, like I said, the goal of the channel this year is to play better. Oh God, this would have been amazing. Insomnia Zombazenta is kind of crazy. We're gonna run from that before it sets up too much. I'm gonna get Salt up to like 10, I think, before we head out. Magearna. I'm mad at you, Magearna. Come on, Flower. Don't do that. Oof, come on. Alright. So yeah. I'm honestly like excited to be back in Emerald. And in Hoenn. I really liked Lazarus a lot. Pokemon Lazarus was in its totally unique region of the you know, original region of Ilios, and it was a beautiful game, and it was a lot of fun, and I got really familiar with the region and the map, and I liked it a lot. But you know, so there's something about being in Hoenn or in Johto or Kanto that is hard to beat. These games are just so beautiful. I think 9's good enough. I think these trainers are at like level 7, maybe even lower. 5, yeah. Crocolore, not yet a ghost type, so we can go to Pound Town, just like Sexy Red taught us to do. Rotom Fan. Okay, he's a level 8. There you go. I don't know why I'm sitting in and pounding away. So let's switch flower in, get this rock tomb off. Nice, nice. We'll stay on this. We can get the experience share pretty early, but again, there's a level cap, hard level cap enforced, and we have access to rare candies as soon as we get to the next town, so EXP management and leveling management won't be as much of a thing for too long. We just got to get through this. I guess it's the fall in the game. It seems to change arbitrarily this season. It doesn't really seem to be super consistent, so don't get too attached to the orange. But I like it. I like the orange when I see it. Flower, bail us out here. So far, we've missed 2 out of 3 encounters, which is never fun going into this first gym, because this first gym is not free. I think we stay in, yeah. Why is my monitor getting so off? Okay, there we go. I believe the level cap's like 17, but if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty strictly enforced. So like I don't think it'll be lost on us, or that we'll be in a position where we're risking over leveling or anything like that. Because we're in normal difficulty as opposed to easy. Leafeon's so cute. That's a good sprite. For Brava. I'm happy with Screamtail still. Even seeing the other options, I haven't seen anything that like makes me think Screamtail wasn't a cool get. Eradicate, let's just, yeah, put it to sleep. So we've got... We gotta keep an eye out for fire moves for Flower here, because there's a chance we learn something crazy like Heat Crash. And that'd be awesome. So we're gonna switch Salt in on that Confuse Ray. Try to hit a Sing. Oh, perfect. Not perfect, actually. I was hoping it would confuse us so that we could switch in. Oh, okay, cool. Should have hit Metal Claw in the first place. That's my bad. Here's to playing better in 2026. Alright, let's activate our teleportation service. Pay that guy like $1,000 to let you teleport so you don't need fly. Pretty cool. Oh, and let's go get... Yes. Our... rare candies. Oh, is there another game save? Do this like 3 times. One more. Wonderful. All right, let's test this theory of mine. Headbutt. Ooh, I like that. Okay, yeah, hard level cap of 17. This lowers their stats. A noble, yeah, better for us than Howl. Howl is... We're not gonna, like... If anything, I hope we can learn, like, Seismic Toss or some guaranteed damage thing. Like a Chansey. Alright, cool. Now... We don't have an old rod yet, but we'll get it relatively soon. We can come back. We'll get an encounter here. Excuse me. First, we got to talk to our daddy gym leader. And then do all this Wally shit. I'm going to let him do his thing. I'll be right back. Oh my god. Don't step in. Jesus. No.
Okay, sorry about that. And then real quick. All right, back to the gym. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 encounters available to us still before the first gym. So in theory, we could still end up with a full team of 6, but remains to be seen. So let's buy. Oh my god. Can we sell anything? They don't let us sell rare candies, which is a huge bummer. Can we sell Normalium Z? Nope, not that either. We can literally just sell like potions, and I feel like, yeah, we can always buy more King's Rock, but we cannot buy more encounters. So just gotta dump every cent we have into Pokeballs, basically. God damn. What do we get? Mudsdale! Pokemon Lazarus MVP. What is up? I believe Goose was the name of our last Mudsdale. There's no geese on the ingredient list for this pizza, though, so we'll have a different name. So let's get this thing asleep. And that's really low leveled, so I don't want to hit that pound if I don't have to. Let's go for... Oh, excellent. Thank you for making that relatively painless. Okay, so this one we will not go foundational with. But we will give it a place of high honor of some kind. It's kind of a different thing than I usually deal with. You know what? It's like rooted and it's ground type, and when I think of the ground, I think of onions. Mudsdale the onion. Onion the Mudsdale. Welcome to the Resistance. Not foundational, but certainly pivotal. Let's level cap this sucker. Oh, and then we got to check its ability. I'm enjoying our fully evolved luck thus far. That may cut defense. Okay. And then we'll keep double kick over rock smash. Cool. What's the ability here? What do we got going on? It's actually weirdly like not a bad ability for this Pokemon because we are weak to ice types. If it's ever a situation where we're in the hail or snow and we're trying to avoid, I mean, it's kind of one of those, like, it's not an everyday situation, but it could come up. And these IVs are not bad. Good stuff, Onion. Let's go wake you up. And it only costs, what, 2 Pokeballs? 3 Pokeballs? So hopefully we are doing okay. Let's go ahead and just fight everyone we can, though, because we need all the money we can get, obviously. This is a money heavy game. I switched Flower over Mudsdale there to avoid poison stuff.
that wasn't obvious. What does a pound do? Okay. Not nothing, but not a lot. Which is good, because we want to have something to damage wild Pokemon if we can. Night Slash will be neutral into us as a part fairy type. Alright. We're fighting everybody. Let's go ahead and pick all the berries too. Like, what's really the harm? Can't remember exactly how I was, like, managing every little overworld thing, like berries and that kind of thing, in this challenge. This thing is a little spooky, but Z-Power... Shit, yeah, I was gonna say, that shouldn't do much. Onion! Heavy kicks. Those double kicks are... Those kick from a horse? Oh yeah, we got an encounter. Let's see what we can get. Okay, our own Lurantis. Hopefully we can catch this. Lurantis is not a bad Pokemon. Now, what would a pound do to a level 5? I don't know. But let's just try to catch the sleeping Pokemon. Okay. Come on. We'll do one more Pokeball and then I'll hit pound. Okay, let's... Okay, good. Ooh. Do we think we can get away with one more pound without killing it? Maybe not, but let's see. Yeah, there we go. Basil! The Lurantis. Welcome to the Resistance. Let's see what we got for an ability here. I like Lurantis. I think it's a really neat design. Shell Armor. You never sneeze at Shell Armor. That's great stuff. And those are really decent IVs. I mean, the nature's bad for us a little bit, but this is a good moveset. Night Slash and Fury Cutter are pretty fun to have this early on. I like this. This is great. And we're developing decent typing synergy. I mean, we've got only one fire weakness and 2 ways to beat it. We got 2 water weaknesses, but now we have this grass type Pokemon. And then we've got a psychic type to deal with fighting types, which Aggron is vulnerable to. There's some good stuff going on here. Eternal Floette. Now, I don't know if Emerald Crest is still updating or not. I'm not really involved in this community. It's just a ROM that I found that I enjoy. This update includes everything up to, like, the Scarlet and Violet DLC. It does not include any of the Mega Evolution ZA Mega Evolutions, Legend ZA Mega Evolutions. So, no Mega Victory Bell, no Mega Starmie, none of the fun stuff that I was hoping to play around with sometime soon. I still haven't bought Legend ZA, I haven't gotten to play it at all. I really would like to. It's certainly not something I will be doing on stream. I don't really... I've never looked into what it would take to stream from my Switch, but my Switch is, like, just not in great shape. Like, my Joy-Cons drift like crazy, and I don't know. So the Switch itself is already a barrier to entry, but then trying to figure out how to, like, stream with it. And it might not be complicated at all. I just I haven't looked for 1 second to see what it would take to do that. Because, like, I don't know, console games are slow compared to, like, my sped up old school games here. Alright, time to fight the Team Aqua guy. Get paid for our troubles with a great ball. We love a free Pokeball. Yeah, I think we've got some decent synergy at play. We could be a lot more Oh my god. This thing flinches us to death. Sturdy. Crobat has sturdy. That's good to know. That's interesting information. Alrighty. Did I look at Lurantis' ability yet? Shell armor, yeah. Right. Shell armor's great. Can't see some shell armor. There's Cobalion. A sub-legendary, I found out is a term recently. I don't know that I think it makes any sense, but it's a thing people say, I guess. Genesect is, I believe, a mythical Pokemon, technically. Ooh, Basil, look at you go. What a fun catch. Now this, even though we're in a new space, is the same route as the route south of the forest for some reason. That always bothered me, but what can you do? This game's Nuzlocke settings prevent you from, like, enforcing your own interpretation of things. Fortunately, unfortunately, whatever you want to say. You know, it's this thing where, like, I guess the encounters are not unique, like, to each other. I think you can encounter the same things here that you can encounter south of the woods. Excuse me. So, you know, I can see why that should only count as one encounter. I just think it's a strange decision on the game's part to say that you're on the same route when you're in and out of the woods. But I guess they did the same thing in Kanto, right? Viridian Forest goes through, like, Route 2, I think, is on either side of Viridian Forest. Whatever. Right, Phalanx. I mean, we're nice, and I did not mean to hit that one, but that's fine. We're well past the level cap, so we should be able to get through these trainer battles without too much issue at all. We are going to fight all of them. We're not going to skip any, because we need the money. Night Slash is, like, kind of a crazy move to have this early on. I'm honestly pretty jazzed on that. Get this double battle. Fight these twins. Twins! Ooh. I believe that what we got on that left side is an ice and fire type. And then it's going to want to hit one of those into Lurantis here. So we'll shift in Salt just in case we don't outspeed. Obviously, Burmy is not a threat. Uses Protect anyway. Yeah, Powder Snow, so we just keep it safe from the Powder Snow. Probably wouldn't have done that much damage with this level discrepancy, but just doesn't hurt to be safe. We're playing better, safer in 2026. Playing with our brain. Alright, Fisher guy, fight me. Ivan. This should be fine. Yeah. I like Goonpheasant. Pidove. I love Pidove. One of my favorite early birds. Pew, pew, pew. Alrighty. Get this apple. We might be able to sell that. I'm not sure. Then we can get a free Pokeball from this young person. And then Cutter's House. Not what I would call it, but it is what this sign says outside. I don't think that's nice to do. I think that's between him and his healthcare professionals, but whatever. And then we can get our Quick Claw from the teacher here, who clearly doles out physical punishment to his students. You love to see it. And then no good going up there. We're gonna go this away. So, baby. Now, in a random ability Nuzlocke like this is kind of a huge get, because Slaking has a base stat total of well over 600, making it stronger than many legendary Pokemon. What holds it back in the real franchise is that... Okay, we're going to pull up a damage calculator, actually. This is like valuable enough to me that... So, Slaking, level 6, we're going to give it 0 IVs across the board. And its defenses. Scream Tail, blank set, level 17, Pound. So in theory, even a crit should never kill. Let me see here. Attack 28. Okay. Yeah, crit never kills. A crit doesn't even do 50%. So that's... Yes. Don't encore me, I'll switch out, asshole. But the fact that this thing knows encore is crazy. Sing. Oh, baby. Well, welcome back. The return of the Yeast Beast. Foundational ingredients. Yeast the Slaking. This is really exciting stuff, quite frankly. This is the first time in any of these that I have caught a Slaking. Oh, it's interesting. We had the last two yeasts in attempts 82 and 83 were both Salamence. That's funny. Alright. This is pretty thrilling. Now, anything besides Truant is a huge upgrade, but what do we get? Okay, it's Modest, which is some small holdback. Oh my god, but what is Guard Dog ability? Okay, it's Mebostif's ability. And I guess Okidoki can get it as well. Boosts the Pokemon's attack stat if intimidated. Moves and items that would force the Pokemon to switch out also fail to work. Okay, bro. Alright. Well, this thing has the potential to be fucking crazy. Let's level cap him. Feed this sleepy boy a bunch of candy. Gonna learn anything crazy? Amnesia. We'll stick with this. This is okay, so this is what it's gonna be like for a little while. We're gonna have to find moves to teach him, because as of right now, as you can see, the only offensive move we have is Sucker Punch, which we can't even use unless we're being attacked. So right now, we're kind of in this weird support Pokemon place with it, but hopefully we can teach it Rock Tomb once if we beat the first gym here. I don't know. I'm optimistic. Now, let's see about how many Pokeballs. Okay, we can buy 20 more. We only have one more encounter before this first gym. I'd like to have a full team of 6, so I'm going to go ahead and fight every trainer we can here. Get as much money as we can so that we can go buy, you know, as many Pokeballs as we can afford before walking into Verdant Turf Tunnel for our last possible encounter before Roxanne. Oh, so what does that do? Slaking for our like typing synergy. I mean, We now have a ghost immunity, which is good for Screamtail, but we also have another fighting weakness, which is less than ideal with our quad fighting weakness here with Flower. But overall, I mean, it's just such a base stat, you know, it's such a boon. It's such a strong Pokemon. I mean, let me look it up on DB real quick. Slaking. Base stat total of, what is it, 670. So, like, if I'm not mistaken, that's like not far off from like a cover legendary. Like, what is Rayquaza's? 680. Yeah. So, with an attack stat higher than Rayquaza's, 160 attack stat, 100 defense. The special defense is kind of the real Achilles heel. The special defense at heal at 65. Speed 100, HP 150. I mean, it's faster and stronger than Rayquaza. Faster and stronger, and has a better defense stat. And a much better HP stat. Like, it's a really, really good Pokemon. You put an Assault Vest on this thing, you're making up for its, like, worst stat, and putting it in a 700 plus base stat total. I mean, it's really insane. So to have this Pokemon without Truant is just huge. But again, we got to get these this moveset worked out. And yeah, I mean, these IVs we didn't get super lucky with. I mean, we're as fast as we can be and as physically strong as we can be. That's pretty exciting. But you know, we got to get some moves to take advantage of that. Youngster Johnson. Basil doing her job. It's always been so strange to me that I found this out playing Pokedoku, that the Hatenna Hatterini line, that only Hatterini is a fairy type. For some reason, Hatenna and Hattrem are both just psychic type. I don't know what the logic is there. Yeast is a really interesting Pokemon in this game. We've got kind of a slow team. That's one thing to look at too. I mean, Sloking's not that slow though. Like, as we just said, he's actually technically a little faster than Rayquaza. So, or Rayquaza. Should I learn how to pronounce Pokemon canonically correct? I guess so, right? You know, I might, like, in my loftiest aspirations as a Pokemon influencer, you know, it would be cool to get to maybe, like, be an announcer for some, like, official Pokemon event. I doubt that'll ever happen for me because I say things like fuck ice, and I'm just not particularly, like, interested in sanitizing myself or my image. But, you know, if I ever got successful enough and Pokemon was cool enough to let me on, there's worse guys than me. Okay, here's the Sil Valley encounter. Looks like a ghost type, I think. Ghost Sil Valley. Might be poison. I think that is pretty convincing as a ghost type. Let me look at the poison type just for comparison. Okay, Poison Sil Valley and Ghost Sil Valley look pretty close to identical. So I'm not sure what I'm looking at here, but we can figure out pretty easily. I'm gonna pull up the damage calculator. Sil Valley, blank set, level 7. And let's go ahead and say it has 0 defense and 0 HP IV. Okay, so yeah, crit shouldn't kill. We should be well within our range to chip away at this thing with Salt. Salt, come on in. Hit this pound. Okay, so it is not ghost type. Good to know, I guess. I didn't buy more Pokeballs like I meant to. Whatever. We're gonna throw everything we have at this guy. For a couple of reasons. One, I'd like to have a full team before Roxanne. And we have, between her and gym trainers, some money that we can make before our next round of encounters becomes available to us to buy more Pokeballs with. But beyond that, the other thing about catching a Silvally is that it is great for encounter mapping purposes. Disable the bite so we don't flinch anymore. That is to say, there are 18 or 17, I can't remember how many types there are total, but there's several different Silvallies that seed as unique Pokemon the way that this randomizer works. So the way that this randomizer works is that every type of Arceus, because Arceus changes types based on what it is holding, just like Silvally does, every type of Silvally is seeded as an independent Pokemon. It's like you have as much of a chance of running into Poison Silvally as you do to Wurmple, as you do to Electric Silvally. Like, they are distinct from each other. And so what ends up happening there is that you kind of run into Silvally a lot. It's Silvally, Arceus, there's a few others. Minior has like different colors, so you'll run into like several different Miniors. And you know, if you can manage to catch one, even if it doesn't end up being particularly like good for you or like useful or whatever it is, it can at least free up your encounter tables later down the road with the duplicate clause. The game will not force you. Damn, we're probably not gonna catch this. Oh my god! I really didn't think we were gonna get it. Ooh! Okay. Exciting. Oregano. The Silvally. Welcome to the Resistance. Oregano. Okay, so yeah, that's great for our encounter mapping. And it's great for our team to go into Roxanne. Let's see a couple things. So it is poison type. I don't hate that. There's way worse things it could be. It's not awesome, but modest. Modest 31 speed, that's pretty good. And own tempo is fine. Modest isn't great for the moveset we have right now, but I do think that Silvally can learn some pretty decent. I mean, yeah, its attack and it's all of its stats are the same. All of its stats are 95 base, so really it goes off of whatever, you know, the IVs are, and so we just gotta keep an eye out for special moves, I guess. But yeah, that's great. Anytime, like I said, anytime you catch a Silvally or an Arceus means you can run away from one later. So even if you don't get the most useful thing, even if it isn't like particularly good, it's just like you're lucky to get it caught and get it out of the way. And it's still like a pretty relatively like strong Pokemon, so even if the IVs and the nature isn't where we'd like it to be right now, like it's still a pretty good Pokemon. But we are all level capped and we have encountered every encounter. So it is time to take on Roxanne and her devotees. What do I feel like we're missing? I mean, anytime I don't have a water type Pokemon, I feel a little exposed. It just has such good coverage offensively and defensively. But that'll come up. I mean, it's the most common type. We will find some water type Pokemon. We fight all the trainers. We fight all the trainers for all the money. But they got their own Aggron. Let's get Mudstale in here. Marowak's done. Oop. Vivillon is another one. Has a ton of different aesthetic variants. So it's pretty high probability that you're going to run into a Vivillon. Vivillon, there's even more Vivillon than there are Minior by quite a bit. There might even be more Vivillon than Silvally or Arceus. There might be, you know, like 20 Vivillons. I don't even know. But those are the 3 big ones. I don't think there's nothing else that comes to mind. I mean, there's like 5 Deoxys forms, but that's like, you know, that's nowhere near. Like Minior has like 8, I think, different colors, and then the shelled form as well, and then, you know, it's just a lot. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and strap everyone with some items. Basil, you can hold on to this Gracium Z. Silvally, Oregano here. Take this Normalian Z. I'll throw the Quick Claw on Onion. Seems like a fun one to do. And then let's get an Oranberry on Flower. We'll put a Lepa Berry on Yeast for Sucker Punch stuff. And anything crazy? No. I guess Oranberry on Salt. But this is, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's go. Roxanne. Okay. It's got leftovers. We don't have any way of stealing anything, do we? No one has, like, Thief or Covet, so that's too bad. Would be nice to steal. We do have a Bug-type attacker that cannot be leech-seeded, so that's something. And we have Fury Cutter, which can't continue to increase an attack. I'm wondering if this thing knows anything that it can attack with. Okay, Fury Cutter is increasing because they're not using Protect. They threw that. Now this, we got a switch on. Onion should be more than capable of coming in on whatever this thing's got to offer, and a Bulldoze will do the job, and a Stack Attacka I think goes right on down. Yep, that is. Roxanne with a Stack Attack is kind of cool, though. It's cool to see. She would. Her and her rocks. Well, that was a very, very free and manageable Roxanne. I am happy to get through that. So now we have some more money to buy Pokeballs. And we can get some more encounters pretty quickly here. So got cut already. We're gonna fight every trainer we can, so I'm gonna go through the northern part of this route once I deal with this Team Aqua fellow. Mr. Briny, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna get your friend back. The classic tale of old man Seagull Wingle love. Okay. Binacle. Oh, that's right. We want to go ahead and try to get up to the level cap, the new level cap. I don't want this to happen again. So we will deal with this guy. Oh my god, dude. Just okay, good. It's just the one Pokemon. And let's level cap. I think it's only like 21. It's not like a steep jump. Might even be less than that. Where are... There they are. But hopefully we can get some new moves. Protect? Overharden? Yeah, I'll take it. I don't know how many double battles we really have to deal with in this game, but they do come up. So Protect seems like it's good to know. Bite over Pound. It's like, yeah, it's a better move, but do I want it to be a better move? I do think we're getting past the wild Pokemon should get a little stronger, and we still have like a minus attack. I think this should be fine. We want to think about Salt being able to do some stuff. In fights, strength is stupid. Yeast. Learn something? Nah. Hopefully we can get him to like a move tutor or something soon. We did get a TM from Roxanne. Let's check out. Let's see if Yeast can't learn Rock Tomb. That would be great. Okay, so no crazy move improvements from this level cap, but Rock Tomb, can you learn it? Yeah. Even Cut could be good, actually, now that I think about it. Same type attack bonus. Encore is great, but we gotta get rid of something. I mean, we can't just be... This can't just be what we do. I think that... Yawn is really useful. I say as I yawn. I want to keep Slack off. I want to keep Slack off because, like, we're so tanky. I think I'm going to get rid of Encore. It just is, like, kind of the most... How would I put it? Encore is both, like, broken and easy to use in some circumstances, while simultaneously being, like, kind of, like, niche and, like, situational, like, deeply situational. Encore is good in situations where you know exactly what you're going up against, I feel. And, like, short of that, Encore is kind of just, like, a thing you have, like, in case something comes up, you can use it on. Even then, you gotta get, like, your speed tiers correct, and, like, I don't know. It just seems, like, very rare that it actually, in a randomized setting, like, presents enough use to justify taking up a whole slot on what is, like, you know, potentially your strongest Pokemon. Why I did this, I don't know. Onion, can you clean this up? I know you can. Black Hole Eclipse? What is this? What is that? Is that like a Dark Z move? Quick Claw, look at him go. Onion. Doodaloo doo doo. Doo doo. Doodaloo. Doo. Doo. Doo doo. Ting Lu, eh? Ooh, let's be careful about that. Why not? Let's see if we can't put it to sleep. Okay, don't love getting charmed here. Basil, let's get you in, and yeah, let's keep trying to put this Why Not to sleep. Don't like that. Wait, who has Guard Dog? Slaking has Guard Dog. Let's just keep trying to put this thing to sleep. God damn, they really don't want us to. Wow, every single one of them has missed. Okay. Now let's do this. Hopefully it doesn't wake up. Okay, cool. So now we should be able to just dispose of them both. Great job, guys. Good work, team. Wonderful. All right, so now we've gotten just about every dollar we can get before leaving this town. We only have just one more fight with our rival. It's an optional, but I'm of the opinion that if a rival fight presents itself, you do it. Oh, and now it's Pokevile time. Yes. Pokevile is mobile Poke Center. You can use it 5 times between each visit to the Pokemon Center. It's quite the item. Wonderful. We don't have any trade evolutions available to us, but if we did, we could come back here to get those done. There's a guy that will trade you back your own Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Alright, now we have a cell phone that only the old man knows the number to, which is a good thing. It's good that the CEO of a big old company has unilateral and exclusive access to us, a teenage girl. Alright, Brendan, let's fight. Tapulele. Make it slower at least. And then maybe we can start flinching it if it gives us too much trouble. Oh no, draining kiss. Life orb, interesting. Yeah, there we go. Getting our flinches. Play to your outs. Oh, okay, this will be resisted. Wow. That was pretty scary. Yeah, I didn't like that. Let's get this thing put to sleep. And acrobatics. Well, it looks like salt. I think I made the right call naming salt for a foundational ingredient. Because like I said, it seems like this thing's main ability is not dying. Like, that's its, like, greatest talent. Is just being bulky as hell. So, that's great. Let's buy some Pokeballs. I think... what am I trying to think of? I think we can buy Great Balls in the next town. Let's do 40 Pokeballs. Money management is not my favorite part of playing Pokemon. I'm not... If I had a way of, like, unlimited money and unlimited Pokeballs, I'd do it. There's, like, Master Ball cheats in here, but for some reason I think this game is a little more fun when you kind of let the encounters fall how they do, because ultimately there's, you know, you can get some crazy luck on your side. I mean, look at our Slaking, our guard dog Slaking, you know, like, that right there is an alpha Pokemon, and they're all at level 55 or something like that, so they're ridiculously strong. And in any scenario, I don't acknowledge their existence, basically. Like, I don't let them encounter me, I don't let them impact my run. There's one part of the game in particular that I deliberately, like, coming up really shortly here, in the Dewford Cave, Dewford Tunnel, whatever it's called. So, first things first, give us our fishing rod, please. Yay. Okay, so this opens up several encounters. But we're going to start with one right over here. What do we get? Ooh, okay. Fire Tauros. I like that, actually. Now this, I gotta imagine Bite is not moving the needle. It's resisted, but the level cap is steeper. Tauros Paldea Blaze blinks at level 6. Defense IV 0. HP IV 0. Okay, Bite does, with a crit, at most 48. Wonderful. All right, now let's hit that sing and pick it up. Yeah. All righty. Got a first fire type, Pepper Flakes. The Paldean Blaze Breed Tauros. Welcome to the Resistance. This is exciting stuff. We like this. We're happy to see this. 84 Tauros Blaze Breed. Okay, now let's see. For some reason, I thought there was a mobile PC in this game, but I'm not remembering how to do that if there is one. So let's check it out, though. In the PC, what do you got going on, Pepperflake? Adamant, though. Adamant's pretty good. Those IVs could be a lot better. But still, I mean, this thing, it's not foundational. It could put in some really good work for us. So I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and trying to think. Like, we have 1, 2 water weaknesses as is. We've got another psychic weakness. I'm gonna keep him in the box for right now. Torrent. What assholes. And we're gonna fish for another encounter. Might as well just lead Screamtail. But yeah, we're going to fish for another encounter. What do we get? Duosian. I'm not super attached to this. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll throw like 5 balls at it. Duosian. Yeah, you can be Sage. Sage. 84. Duosian. First not fully evolved Pokemon that we've caught, so the ability isn't final. I'm gonna look up when Duosian evolves. Yeah, we don't even need to check its ability. I mean, there's really nothing it could be that would justify. I can't think of what it, would justify keeping it unevolved. Duosian evolves at level 41, so it's going to be a little while. Probably by Gym 5, I think, would be when we might be able to evolve it, level cap-wise. Basil can come in and start hitting Fury Cutters. And the successive hits will account for these attack drops. And down you go! And we got one more encounter right here, if we want it. I am thinking I might delay it. It's a little arbitrary, right, with the randomizer, because it's not like we're delaying it for an explicitly better encounter as much as we're just kind of delaying it for a different encounter, a later encounter. So I don't really know if it's super logical, but I guess, like, delaying it means maybe we could come back when we're in a financially better situation and we can afford to, like, throw more Pokeballs or whatever thing it could be. I mean, that seems like a pretty sturdy argument for delaying encounters, but I don't know. Let's see here. Now, this is another one that I might want to delay, although, like I said, it's kind of arbitrary. You don't have the balance on tiers. But I've delayed to get to the Steven Stone room before. I don't think I will this time. I mean, this is a truly randomized randomizer, right? So this is not going to be an easy thing to catch. Can we bite this thing? I'm kind of worried we might not be able to. Send Quill, blank set, level 9, HP 0, stop, HP 0, defense 0. we cannot, we can bite, but we can't get a crit. Pound, we could have gotten a crit, but if we get a crit with bite, but if we don't get a crit, it never dies, so let's try it. Oh, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, this is when Scream Kill's level 17. Okay. I'm not making calculator mistakes. Especially not ones as arbitrary as just like trying to catch a Cyndaquil in this tunnel. Like, you know. If I'm going to the trouble of pulling up a calculator, it's not so that I can, like, I don't know, fuck around with making dumb mistakes. Do I want to Cyndaquil this badly? Because these catch rates are pretty nuts. Man. Let's try a Great Ball. Oh my god, dude. Basil, I bet you can hit a Fury Cutter. I bet you can. Yeah. Alright, now let's try to put it to sleep. Should have thought of that before, but whatever. Come on. Yo, let's go. Okay. This is not foundational, but I like it. This is like a good. This is a thing. This is a spot of honor. Pepperoni, the Cyndaquil. Welcome to the Resistance. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we'll check on abilities and stuff later. For now, the name of the game is to get to Steven's room so that we can get access to the experience share, which is largely arbitrary with the rare candies, but still. Hey, there's one of those Arceus I was talking about. They will pop up. We will see plenty of Arceus. Ooh, Zygarde 10%. Cutie. I love that guy. I love the little dog dragon. Alright, so right here. There we go. Alright. Raikou. Man, maybe we should have delayed. But that's if we caught any of this stuff. And it could have just been Furfrou. Furfrou's another one. It's got a bunch of haircuts. Pretty... Anything with aesthetic differences with distinct sprites like that, you're going to see, like, a lot of. Annihilate. That would have been good. Lopunny. I'm glad we didn't get Lopunny, at least. Another normal Pokemon would not have been particularly useful to me. Also, just not my favorite Pokemon. And there's another Zygarde. Alright. That's another thing about this money management stuff is I can't repel. I want to repel. Sawsbuck and Deerling, all of their seasonal forms. So those are common guys too. Cyndaquil, I will also just leave in the box for now. And we're going to start fighting all these trainers for their money. Pinsir A. Good work, Salt. Flower. Oh no, we were bound. Good work, Flower. Pokevile. Double battle. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Another why not? Don't love to see it, but maybe if we double into it, we can just get it off before. Yeah, excellent. And then you do that while we bring Basil in. Basil, it's okay that you missed. Salt has got you covered. Hit that Pokevile again. And we're fighting every trainer on purpose for their money. Sandstream, Amoongus. I don't know why that's so funny to me. What's my best answer into this? Probably just like hitting it really hard with Rock Tomb. I don't think grass resists rock. Oh, come on. Come on. Great. Stun spores, whatever. Oh, come off of it. Basil, you handle this. I know you can do it. Probably should have just thrown you out in the first place. Is Basil's back sprite huge? Am I making that up, or does Lurantis have like a weirdly big back sprite? I guess we'll find out in a sec. Oh, right. Electric terrain prevents sleep. Onion probably can handle this pretty easily, honestly. I don't like getting tickled. It's not awesome. Quick Claw. Let's go, Onion. Excellent. Keldeo. I'd love to have a water fighting type on my team. That'd be great for me. Basil. Yes, Basil. Excellent. All right. Without further ado, it's Brawly time. There's no planning in a randomizer. You just let it rip. I'll lead with oregano. Interesting. Not great. Let's hit the scary face. Ooh, don't like that. This thing will not have arena trap or whatever. Onion can come in easy. Hit our own bulldoze. Yeah, buddy. Greavard, easy enough. Yeast comes in. Oh, well, we're probably going to outspeed this thing. Sucker Punch would miss. Don't want to use it at the PP. So nothing is particularly... Boom! And it's free. I am shocked that that didn't kill. Not like completely dumbfounded, but shocked nonetheless. I guess this thing is defensive and... I don't know. That's something. But it's a foregone conclusion. It's not like this thing can really mount any kind of meaningful defense, even with 2 super potions. Like, if it crit us 4 times in a row with max defense, that might add up to approaching a scary situation. But yeah, there we go. Second badge. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Probably should have saved, but ooh, whatever. Did I end up fishing on that northern route? I didn't, did I? What do you got going on? Turbo Blaze. The IVs could be worse. These IVs could not be much worse. Yeah, I think Sage is not our best encounter. One of the other interesting things about a randomized run like this and a randomized boss battles that you have to deal with is like, oh, I very much so don't care about catching this. I will throw 3 Pokeballs at it. Yeah. About the randomizer run is since you can't plan for battles, you don't know what your opponents are going to have. The other element of that is like you don't know. That's not what I wanted. There's no like bringing a Pokemon like for the purpose of sacking. That makes it a little more complicated because it affects your team's typing synergy for the unknown. You know, so it's kind of like this strange thing where like your team kind of always has to be a balanced team, whereas like in, you know, a non-randomized run, obviously, well, this is going to be a ground type gym, so I know that they're going to have these Pokemon and I can bring these types of Pokemon, and this Pokemon, like a Swadloon, it's usually useless, is actually very useful in this fight. Like that kind of thing doesn't happen. You kind of have to just like pick your best Pokemon that synergize with each other the best. And, you know, ideally not have a team full of foundational ingredients that makes you super vulnerable. But the thing is, you have to have at least one foundation ingredient in your party at all time. And that being the case, you want all of your foundational ingredients ideally to be pretty good Pokemon. So it's, I don't know, it gets complicated. Managing the kind of, like, things that come up. You know, with this rule set that I've come up with, and it's all stuff that, you know, is fun for me. I'm happy to say, like, didn't occur to me when I came up with the moveset. I didn't think about how, you know, tricky having foundational ingredients that can't faint, that kind of thing would be. You know, I didn't think about all the implications of that, and to my betterment. Like, it makes the game more fun. Like, I'm really happy that this is like, ooh, it is a harder game in many ways than a oh my god, than a simple, we have not level capped, we need to level cap. I know this music. What is this from? It's a GameCube game. Is this... This might be a Pokemon game. Yeah, it's from Pokemon Coliseum. This is like a couple hours long compilation of GameCube music. Different various GameCube soundtracks. Good gosh. Took a beating. Okay, we need a level cap. I don't think the level cap's... again, it's not a very big jump. I think it's like 4 or 5 levels, maybe, at this point. Crush Claw, better than Double Hit? Yeah, it's more accurate and stronger. So yeah, 25. It's only 4 levels. Rock Slide. I always go back and forth, like 15 damage versus 5. So this is a 1 in 10 chance to miss. This is a 1 in 20 chance to miss. So that, like, 5 accuracy points, you know, it's doubling your chance of missing the move to go with Rock Slide. So I'm gonna hang on to Rock Tomb. If I get like a wide lens or something that increases our accuracy, maybe I'll reconsider. But ooh, Covet. That's kind of fucking nuts, actually. We'll get rid of Rock Tomb for Covet. That's awesome, because now we can steal items. That's exciting. So we're gonna want to take the Lepa Berry off of Yeast and leave it open to Thievery. Yeast Beast is a bit of a thief. So, no item for Yeast, and then let's keep fighting trainers. This has got to be like what? Like Animal Crossing? Yeah. This is not going to do much. Oh, better than nothing. Better than I thought it would be. This guy burped on me? Why don't you go fuck yourself, Mr. Burping Sailor Man? That's my favorite anime, by the way, Burping Sailor Man. Excellent, Oregano. We love you, Oregano. Again, we fight every trainer because we need every bit of money we can get for Pokeballs to catch wild legendary Pokemon, such as Silvally. Duraludon, meat, onion. Onion and udon, what a combo! Oh no! We got hit with a rock smash for 12 HP damage. Okay, this is a little scary. But I heard recently that the Yeast Beast was off the leash, and I thought that was really interesting. So we're gonna test that theory now. Oh! Yeah, Yeast Beast is off the leash. This shit is crazy. Slaking goes so fucking hard. Zacy is scary. I am scared of Zacy and Onion. Save us. With your insane defense and your bulldozing. Yeah. Excellent. Hit this thing with an aerial ace or two. Oregano here is modest. They do not have the best attack stat. And more enemies await inside. This kid. Minior, eh? Flower, I believe you got a handle on this. With a rock tomb. And a headbutt. And another Minior. Maybe we can one-shot with Metal Claw. Okay, so Rock Tomb is better than Metal Claw. Metal Claw must be a 55 base power. Whereas Rock Tomb, I think, is 60. So... fight this lady. Beauty Joanna. Again... Onion, can you bail us out? With your crazy defense. Oh, baby. Do it again. There we go. A lot of legendaries. A lot of legendaries out here. This game gets it gets scary. It gets like really kind of nerve-wracking. Ooh, Marowak. Sorry, that's embarrassing. Raging Bolt versus Mudsdale. This looks familiar. Pokemon Lazarus Heads, where you at? Where are you at? Okay, one more. Come on, just hit through. Ah, just hit through one. Oh, Quick Claw. There you go, brother. Yeah, I think actually Oregano is a good answer to this. As good of an answer as we have, kind of. And let's get this Z move off. Love to see it. And pow. Boom, boom, pow. We get some free lemonade now. Oh, you're rubbing against my legs. That's sweet of you. Oh, it's soda pop, not lemonade. Whatever. What's the difference? I'm edgy. Oh, we can get an encounter here, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, okay. I could see this replacing oregano here in the party. Basil. Do you think, Basil, that you can hit a Fury Cutter into this level 5 Iron Moth? Alright, Florantis. Level 25. Iron Moth. Here for it. Why don't you leave one of your Pokemon less leveled up so that it gets shut up? Right? You know? Shut up. Why? Because I'm scared. Fury Cutter. A crit. Doesn't even kill. Let's go. Excellent work. Alright, now let's get our good old pal Salt in here. Actually, let's get Yeast in here because I don't want Whirlwind to work. That was upsetting. And let's hit this Yawn. And let's start throwing balls. Another Paradox Pokemon on the party would be nuts. Alright, another Yawn. Another dollar. Another Yawn, another dollar. That's the saying, right? Slack off for that awake turn. Start throwing when they're asleep. Yes. Yes, dude. What do we got? Well, we still need to name... This is a quad weakness. I'm not going to make this foundational. It's not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, and it's got a quad weakness in ground. And then some other really common weaknesses. Water, Psychic, Rock. It's a vulnerable Pokemon. It's types energy. Fire Poison is fun, but it's not good. Like, it's great offensively. It's really fun, but yeah. So what we'll name this thing... We always gotta go back. We gotta make this sauce. So let's go for Time. Iron Moth. Time the Iron Moth. Welcome to the Resistance. Hell yeah, dude. Really cool stuff. Alright, we'll check that ability in here. We have even more encounters available to us. We could go back to Petalburg and fish there. We could go back to the route north of Rustboro and fish there. So we have all these fishing encounters. We could fish here in Slateport. There's a lot available to us right now. And then there's a route just north of here that we can just walk around in. I'll go ahead and, yeah. Anything like that we can sell. Ethers too we can sell because we've got the Pokeball. My one thing is I'm not sure that the Pokeball works in the Elite Four. I don't know why I think that, but I think that might be true. We can sell all this stuff. I don't use battle items. And we'll keep our berries. Alright, so do you sell Great Balls? You do. We'll take 22 of them. You, I'm sure at this point, can see why I would make that decision. Alright, now let's go fight these Team Aqua fuckers. Get our Thief TM. I think it's Thief. And then we'll check on Iron Math after this. How about that? Galvantula. Meet Breakneck Blitz. And a Crush Claw. Excellent. Oregano. I'm actually going to compare Silvally and Iron Moth's Pokemon DBs here in a moment. I'm curious as hell. Now an Aerial Ace, yeah, should do fine. Bramblegast, let's bite this thing, because maybe we can flinch it. Shouldn't this be resisted? Yeah, it's not very effective. Okay. I was like, shouldn't that be resisted? And then Archie's like, I'm not gonna fight you yet, cause like I'm such a big deal that I don't even have to fight you yet. And it's like, okay, bro, whatever helps you sleep at night, Archie. Wonderful. Alrighty. Scott, you really are an annoying son of a motherfucker. Alright, time. Sniper! Up special attack! Okay, not the best IVs, but this is a pretty good moveset, quite frankly. And I am going to welcome Time the Iron Moth into our party here. Now let's go rare candy mode and get them up to the level cap. A gender icon. Struggle Bug's not bad. I'm not using Whirlwind. Like almost it. I really can think of very, very few scenarios where that is something I'm gonna do. We'll keep Ember over Fire Spin. There's just like a raw damage element, and I think Fire Spin is not 100% accurate. Takedown is kind of a waste of a learn set spot, but whatever. I'm sure we'll get some better stuff later. It looks so cool. I'm a big Volcarona fan, so I'm really a fan of the Iron Moth and Slitherwing additions to the Pokedex. All right, let's get something in this grass. Glade. Okay. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna pull up the damage calculator on Glade here. So level 12, is that right? This could be really good. So let's give it a 0 bulk IV spread, and then let's see here. What do I want to try to hit this thing with? I mean, obviously we want to put it to sleep. What could it resist? I mean, anything that we have? I don't know that it would resist anything we have. Let's see what Iron Moth does. Iron Moth, 25. Acid Spray. Acid Spray could kill. Ember, I imagine, could also kill then. Ember could kill. It's not a guarantee, but it very easily could. Struggle Bug. Allegedly can't kill. Gust, I imagine, would kill. Yeah, Gust always kills. Struggle Bug, a crit could kill. A crit always kills. But a non-crit never kills, allegedly, so let's go for it. Yeah, I was like, we're gonna need to weaken this thing if we have any shot. So, Aqua Cutter is interesting. Let's get this thing put to sleep. And, got a bunch of Great Balls, so let's start throwing Great Balls. Okay, now it's actually asleep. Should have a better chance. Let's put this thing asleep again. Oh, Yeast, you're gonna make this so much easier. Yes, let's go. Okay. What do we got? We gotta make this sauce. So that brings me to... Oh, we'll leave that one open. Black pepper. The Glade. Welcome to the Resistance. Rad. Let's go look at him. Because I could see myself switching something out. Battle armor. How is battle armor... Wait, no, it's not different than... Is this what you have? Shell armor. Okay, how is battle armor different than shell armor? I was like, I think this is different. Shell armor... Ability... battle armor ability. Battle armor prevents the Pokemon from receiving a critical hit. Shell armor prevents the Pokemon from receiving a critical hit. I mean, they are described exactly the same on Pokemon DB. So I'm just gonna do one last. Shell armor versus battle armor are functionally identical abilities, just as multi-scale and Shadow Shield are. Okay, it's just a matter of like what makes more sense for the Pokemon to have. Cool. All right. Well, it's not something to sneeze at. It's a good ability. Aqua Cutter is kind of awesome. I think for now I'm gonna stick with who I got though. Well, I didn't even check the IVs. What do you got going on? Are you any good? It'd be cool if you were. I'd appreciate it if you were good. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's see what the moveset does. What would I even... It's a flying weakness. It's a fairy weakness, which we don't have another one of. It's a... Is that all? Flying and fairy? Yeah, the Pokemon dual type chart. Fighting, psychic, flying, ghost, and fairy. Okay. So we have one other ghost weakness. We have one other flying weakness. I think that it's worth having a fairy type in the party. It really is, having like another immunity like that. And right now we really are just trying to see if we get any good moves by this level cap, because as of right now, Aerial Ace, it's something. Like Dream Eater doesn't make any sense, and Aqua Cutter's great, but it's not like... False Swipe, it will be very helpful. That'll be very helpful for catching Pokemon. Ever heard of it? Okay, great. Well, then we'll hang on to him for now. I wish that he knew a fighting move, but that's whatever. All right, so now we got to... Now I'm in a position where I'm not gonna like fight every single trainer that becomes available to me at every single turn, because it's like, well, what am I trying to say? You know, I just... There's a lot of Pokemon available to a lot of trainers available to us now to fight. It would just start to eat up a lot of time. And now we have kind of a lot of... We've got a decent amount of Pokeballs, and we have way less encounters coming up. So I don't know. Quick Claw, Bulldoze, and this will do it. All right, cool, good stuff. Hi, hello, my sister in the chat. We're sitting at my desk in my bedroom. We found this desk by the dumpster out back. So yeah, I'm in my bedroom, and we are listening to a compilation of GameCube music. This is the fall theme from Harvest Moon Magical Melody. So it's got like Wind Waker songs and some Pokemon Coliseum songs and various sundry GameCube songs. I really like it. I don't know all this music, but it's all like kind of in the same vein, more or less. time. Excellent. Time is doing great things out here. I am loving this iron moth. Oh, yes. Oh, it's great to have a fire type. I love it. Oh my god, look at us go. Don't storm throw me. B-Day was good. Yeah, I had a bunch of friends over. It was nice. It was the most people we fit into the new place, and we used every chair in the house. It was fun. Didn't do anything crazy. Played a little video games. Played Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the Xbox. We played a little bit of Smash Bros. That was fun. Let's lead Yeast. Why not? The Yeast Beast, you know, people are saying he's off the leash. Alright. We've got some great Pokemon. And this should not be a hard fight. Oh! Can we steal? Can we steal leftovers? Life Orb! That's awesome. Oh, that rules, dude. Yes! Oh my god. Look at us go. That's so cool. Primarina. That is not something to sneeze at. Ooh, you tried to sing us, but we yawn you. And that is fine, because now you're going to fall asleep, and I'm going to switch Yeast back in, and Yeast is going to hit this same type attack bonus boosted. No! Not if it falls asleep. One turn wake up is so annoying. That is so annoying. Hit this covet. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, we have to switch out. Black Pepper, what can you do in this situation? Can you help us? Would an Aerial Ace help? Oh, this thing is annoying. Back's okay. I mean, my foot's bothering me more than my back, but that's part of the back stuff. So, I don't know. It's could be worse, could be a lot better, but it's ultimately, like, still, you know, it's not a cause for concern. It's not doing anything that's, like, scaring me. This thing. Oh, if we could disable its bubble beam. Okay. Now that's super helpful. Okay, so we can get in here and hit these acid sprays. And we are good to go. Okay, I was like, as long as we don't get put to sleep. No longer disabled. Okay. So we just have to tank one bubble beam. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking as hell. This thing almost certainly wants to hit bubble beam. Okay, we gotta pull up a damage calculator. God damn it. This is annoying. I don't like, why is this Primarina so good? Bubble Beam, level 25. Oh my god, a crit always kills, a non-crit usually kills. Fuck. Time, please wake up. Yes! Oh, thank you. Oh my god, that was getting way too nerve-wracking. Okay, so we have a water weakness. We have a pretty bad water weakness right now, so that is a good argument for bringing Lurantis back. Oh, I'm glad you're in physical therapy. I kind of wish I could just stay in physical therapy. I asked my physical therapist about just, like, staying on monthly, and she was like, we kind of don't, they don't exactly let us do that. You have to have like a doctor's like recommendation to do physical therapy, at least at the office that I was going to. So I'm just having to kind of like do my exercises, like motivate myself to do my exercises at home, and I could be doing a lot worse than I have with that, but I also could definitely be doing a lot better. So I don't know. Ultimately, I think the weather has been tricky, and I think that certain like instances recently of like, you know, the long travel that I had to do over the holidays didn't help. Xerneas has Orichalcum Pulse. Okay, that's interesting, but not the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, ultimately, like, I'm not debilitated at all. My nerve pain in my foot is the thing that gets the worst. And most of the back pain flare-up stuff is pretty manageable overall. Well, we have reached the 3rd gym. This is usually as far as we try to go. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Basil in. We have 3 water weaknesses. Maybe we should put our starter away for a little while. Yeah, you know what? Flower, you're kind of, you know, you've got limitations. You've been replaced. It's okay. It really is. We can go ahead and get this encounter. Braviary? I mean, the flying type's not a bad thing to have. I don't think we have one yet, so let's get Yawn. Oh, it would be nice to have Glade in the party right now. Awesome. Yeah, they were doing hands-on therapy. That was the distinction, wasn't it? Like, that they couldn't do that. I don't know. Get in the ball. Yeah, Oh, I do have black pepper. Oh, okay, yeah, right. I put Aggron back. Okay, cool. So we can false swipe this thing down. And now we'll catch it. Hey, Braviary, you're being kind of an asshole. Get in the ball, please. Thank you. Okay, thank you. What do we call this thing? Let's go for Parsley, the Braviary. Welcome to the Resistance. Parsley on my pizza, because I like to eat green stuff. It's my favorite thing to do. I don't have to force it or nothing. We can go ahead and fight Wally. Oh, the Slaking follow sprite is so cute. It's so big. He's big. Oh, he likes me. Wonderful. Wally, you're pushing it. You just have a Ralts. Oh, I gotta fight you. Let's fight. Your Pelipper is crazy. Get coveted. Ooh. Gotta keep in mind that Slaking doesn't have great special defense. I really have to internalize that. It's got pretty crummy special defense. It's Achilles heel. Married life is great. It's very similar to unmarried life. In that my partner of 10 years and I love each other very much and have a lot of fun being in love. Yeah, we're gonna fight everyone. Yeah, it really is like not discernibly different for us in really any way. We drove the marriage license to the courthouse today. That was a fun little errand. Yeah, it's good. We like each other. Ever since we got married, though, there's been this, like, orb that's just been kind of, like, floating in our bedroom. It kind of emits this, like, low hum. It's, like, a blackish, bluish color. I don't know what that's all about, but other than that, nothing has changed. I should take the life orb up so I can steal more stuff. I feel like there might be leftovers coming up that we could steal. I would be remiss if we didn't make every effort to accomplish that. Okay, onion might be our best bet here. Rollout sucks to see. I don't like seeing that. But we should be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. Yeesh. Guitarist Kirk. Hold this L. Whoa, okay. Fine. An old priest and a young priest. Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day. Oh, I need an old priest and a young priest. God, I'm itching for a rewatch. What did we rewatched what did we watch? We watched Walk Hard the other day. I fell asleep, which bums me out. I don't like to fall asleep during my movies. Just, yeah. Ooh. And then we sucker punch again, and it's fine. Oh, I could have stolen the leftovers from that guy. Gah! I want them. I want the leftovers. Was that just a trainer? Yeah. You had leftovers? I should probably write this stuff down, but I'm not gonna. And I'm not gonna write it down. Oh, that was a misclick, and it's fine. We will live, and I'm gonna hit slack off now. Because it's the coolest thing you can do when you're the yeast beast, and you are off the leash. Okay, so don't like getting sung, but it's fine. Basil, don't get hit with an ice move. It's okay. Okay, yeah, Basil's back sprite is huge. It's weirdly big. Probably should have just gone for the Z move, but it's fine. Okay, cool. Alright, we got all our money. Gym trainers you fight because you can't fight them again. You know, I can skip the trainer battles leading up to this. It's only 8:22. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take the life orb off yeast. Let's give it to someone. You know, it'll almost never come up with salt, weirdly enough, because I don't. I'm not gonna put it on anyone for now. We're just gonna do this. Let's go. You can't plan for a random match. Scaly. Seismic toss. Oh, blah, blah. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck. That is actually scary as hell. Okay. But get yawned. Oh, yes. Oh, we get leftovers. Huge. Huge. Okay, hopefully this thing switches out again. Yes. Oh, what a big deal. You have leftovers too. Weird. Okay, you seem content on... Oh, man, this is going to be obnoxious. Go ahead and switch out. We're running out its Sucker Punch PP, so at least there's that. Okay, back to Arceus. Seismic Toss does not bother us. Let's go ahead and... Okay, we'll waste the super potions here. I like that. That's fine. This is easily the most substantial What is the PP on Covet? Okay, it's okay. This is easily the most substantial gym battle we've had yet. Even with just seeing these two Pokemon, you can see like we're dealing with two very, very heavy hitting Pokemon. I'm gonna make this thing switch out so I can see the other Pokemon and start attacking them. Floatzel A. Basil, you want to do something about that? Like a Bloom Doom, for instance? Ah? Yeah, good work, Basil. Slaking is back. Let's get the yawn going. Yes. Okay, it might be all the way out of Sucker Punch PP, actually, at this point. Okay, we'll slack off. And we can get this Meowth out of here. Probably one hit. And now we can put this guy to sleep. And start having Covets of our own. And let's go ahead and... I don't think Black Pepper knows any fighting moves yet. No, I didn't think so. But Onion does, and has a nice beefy defense. Yeah, excellent. Man, if only we could have stolen the leftovers from this thing. So only got so many slack offs as well, so we should be able to run him out of those eventually. We just got to be really careful about these Covets, because that's not some small threat. Those are hard hits. Maybe we should be bulldozing, dropping the speed stat. Even just 1 or 2 would probably be a smart thing to do. Sucker Punch, that's gotta be at least close to the last one. Oh, fuck. Let's see if we can't get Salt to put this... Oh, wow. Well, that was a crit. It shouldn't happen twice. Oh, especially if we disable. Ooh, that's pretty big, actually. Okay. So let's bring on our slack off. No. I'm not misclicking. Get a slack off. Amnesia. Interesting. So you have Amnesia instead of Yawn. Why does your Covet seem to hit harder than our Covet? Ah, that's really scary. This should do it. Okay. Whew! We had to dodge some crits, but we did it. That is a clean win against Watson for our 3rd gym badge. Hey, I am happy. We are in the midst of a deathless run with some incredible Pokemon. We still got some stuff that we need to figure out. We need we need a water Pokemon. Straight up. You know, with a ChefLocke, we have to catch our foundational ingredients, and so we still have a few to bring into the fold here. We've only caught 3. We need an olive oil, a tomato, a mozzarella, a parmesan, and a garlic. So we got to keep our eyes out for encounters that make sense to go foundational. I think at this point we're maybe naming our foundationals to replace other foundationals. So like if we find something that is like another good fairy type maybe, or another good like bulky blah blah blah, maybe we name it for a foundational ingredient and switch it out with salt, like if we have salt in mind to switch out. But I don't know. I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear out these fighters at the very least, because if I do no, okay, we're not doing this either. We're not succumbing to level cap bullshit. I'm gonna level cap all my Pokemon. Go figure if I can find my rare candies. God damn. There we go. Level cap jumps more significantly here. Throat chop, eh? We're pretty fast. Sucker Punch is actually kind of more limiting than it is helpful. We're a pretty fast Pokemon. But in the situations where this is relevant, it can be very relevant. For only 10 more damage. If it was like... Yeah, we'll keep Sucker Punch. What is the level cap? Is it like 31? 32? 33? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is a huge level cap increase. Very, very big. Because we've got Team Aqua and Magma Base and Flannery coming up, so it's kind of a lot. X Scissor over Fury Cutter. Do we like that? I mean, it's certainly a better move. Do we want to... Yeah, we've got False Swipe on Black Pepper. As long as Black Pepper is in the team, we don't really need to worry about anybody else being able to damage wild Pokemon. So that's cool. False Swipe, if you're watching and you don't know what False Swipe is, it's a move that cannot knock out a Pokemon. If a Pokemon's at 1 HP and you use False Swipe, it'll just stay at 1 HP. So it's perfect for trying to catch Pokemon. Now, don't keep all the... Yeah, let's do high horsepower. It's only 5% inaccurate. 1 in 20 chance to miss. Heavy Slam is good. I'll take it over Stomp. Yeah. Stomp is like you can flinch with Stomp. Oh, great. The slowest Pokemon ever is trying to flinch other Pokemon. Not exactly my idea of a good time. Protect, huh? Yeah, Helping Hand's not coming up. We can do a Protect. I probably will delete it as soon as I get a Psychic or a Fighting move, though. Swords Dance or Swords Dance. I want to keep False Swipe. I don't know that I'm really clicking Swords Dance. And we can get to the move relearner pretty quickly, actually. I think with the move relearner, we have access to it already. Now we just have to get up there. I'm gonna put Swords Dance off. Time. You learn anything crazy yet? Fiery Dance, maybe? Sludge Wave. Lunge. Not exactly what I had in mind. Not exactly what I had in mind. 5 Screech, also not what I had in mind. 36, 37, probably nothing. Alright, and then Salt. You got anything crazy? Can we get Wish yet? Maybe Wish? Body Slam? Let me keep Bite because it's like relevant for the ghost types that we're weak to. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep it. Rest is interesting. We don't really need Sing. I mean, it helps, but it's not like we have Yawn. I'm gonna take Rest over Sing, is what I'll do. Because this is our bulkiest Pokemon. Well, almost. So being able to, like, hit Rest is cool. Alright, now we're gonna fight these guys. But let's do it double battle style. Double battle style. Darkspun, Duraludon. Oh, and their levels went up even further, so... in a way, we made it even more challenging on ourselves still. This should take care... Oh, wow. Okay, Darkspun has crazy defense. Dragon Tail, I'm not mad about... Oh, I thought it was going to switch us out. Oh, we have Guard Dog. You can't switch us out. Okay, we can definitely afford to stay in. Let's just try to hit this Darkspun out of here again. Okay, special defense drop is scary, very scary, so we're gonna switch out for sure. Onion. Onion's the call for actually, yeah. And then let's hit some Night Slash. Breaking Swipe? You don't Breaking Swipe me. high horsepower, and then we'll switch into salt. This should do it. Boom! Good stuff, guys. This is actually like, I'm really happy we were able to get a run off the ground so quickly. Like that I didn't have to reset once yet today is pretty cool. Beep, beep, beep. Wally, wally, wally. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now... I just remembered I want to go ahead and break the rock for verdant turf tunnel so we can get our strength HM or whatever it is they get. I think it's strength, but it's just like, rather have it now than get it later. It's so crazy that we have leftovers. Fucking crazy that we got leftovers this early. Really exciting stuff. Okay, Octillery. Cutie. Lock on. Flareon. You guys are really on over there. Oh, leftovers. You're so crazy. You're so good. Go ahead and fight this breeder. Pokemon breeder Lydia. Fortress. I think you're going to love my friend Time, the Iron Moth. Because it does this crazy thing where it hits you with a quad super effective same type attack bonus Ember. And it's just so silly. Oh, what do we do to you? Salt. Let's just see what that does, and then you got a dig coming in. We can hit Basil. And Basil can probably wrap it up with a Bloom Doom. Bloom Doom. Bloom Doom. Okay. Yeah, we can say and hit this Night Slash. Basil, you're too good. Skeledirge. We will switch on the Skeledirge. Onion. Yeah, Time, actually. Come in on this. Snarl is obnoxious. That's not what I wanted to see, but it's okay. Palkia is scary. Okay, Salt. Ooh. Let's drop this thing's stats as much as we can. Okay, we've gotten 4 in. Yeast, can you bail us out of this situation? Ooh, I love the leftovers. Okay, it's pretty good. No Omni boosts yet. Covet should be a 3-hit. And we're gonna hit through paralysis. Oh, thank God. Gimme Ghoul. More like Gimme Ghoul. More like get out of here, cause you're dead. Fight this guy. Oh no, we were charmed. Whoa. That actually was a little crazier than I expected it to be. Hey, guess what? As soon as you try to attack me. Another Lopunny, huh? Time. I think they're gonna hit more. Ooh, okay. Ooh, acid spray. And then Onion. Can you kick this guy a couple times? Ooh, thank you. Okay, cool. And then Regice is not what you want to see. Black pepper? Alright, do it one more time. Wow. The NPCs are not having good ancient power luck. I am not complaining. Max Ether, nice to meet you. All right. We're doing some housekeeping stuff. The amount of stuff that you got to do between Watson and Flannery is kind of a lot, honestly. So I'm just gonna get some of it out of the way today. This guy dropped his black. No, he dropped his glasses, but not the black glasses. He just dropped glasses, and then when you tell him you found the black glasses, he's like, "Those are my glasses," and then he just leaves. So you don't actually have to talk to him. Wait, did I break the thing? Wow, Arceus double battle. Monotheists are shook. Alright, cool. So there's that. Now we can make our way back. Oh, wow. Triathlete. A. Dylan, we haven't fought yet. Ooh, we don't like this. I don't like this. Ooh, God is all over. I feel God in this Pokemon ROM hack tonight. And I don't like it. Okay. So I think maybe for now I just want to get through. Oh yeah, fuck me up. Do we have any Mega Evolutions? We have Glade. I'll reset a couple times. So you can get random Mega Stones out of Rock Smashing. Ooh, a Fighting Gym. Maybe this is the better reset. Well, we should fight this lady, so I don't... But you can get random... So it makes sense to maybe, like, take a few stabs at going for the Mega Stone that you actually have. Banana be-do. Minion words. Okay. Camera up. Nothing. I'm not going to do this all day, but I'll do this for a little bit. Premium Z. Sail fossil. Sail fossil. What is the sail fossil? Is that the Vish part of Arctovish Dracovish? I don't know. How do y'all feel about me rewinding and resetting until I get the item I want? Bad? Yeah, me too. Bum, 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 bum. Lunalium Z. Lunalium Z. Okay, I'm gonna do this for 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. Lucario Knight. Dragon Memory. Ampharosite. Root fossil. Root fossil. Hello. I love you too. I'm probably gonna wrap up in like 10 minutes. Kangaskhanite. God, I would love to find... Oh, I thought I fought these guys already. Well, I'm not too concerned. I think we're healed up. Kaparaja, Samurott. Let's double into that guy. They used Aerial Ace on the wrong Pokemon, certainly. Kaparaja using Dig is great for us. We'll covet over there. And we will stay in, I guess. Hit Synthesis. And now it is time. I think we can get away with this. Oh, no. No Sucker Punch this time. Iron Defense. That's kind of annoying. Let's try getting a Yawn off and continuing to hit these Night Slashes, I guess. Dug another hole. Okay, so what we want to do... What I would like to do is get... well, this thing's going to fall asleep in the ground, isn't it? I'd like to get time on the field so that we can get around this... whatever. We outspeed this thing. So it's going to fall asleep now, right? Okay, so... Yeah, let's see if we can't get time in and hit another Night Slash. And this should do it. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. One last reset for these rocks, and then we're going to go further north. Tapunium Z. Okay, and nothing. That's fine. All well and good. I am full of pep. Camper Travis. Tadpole, but dead. Wonderful. And now we have an encounter. Let's do it. Okay. This is actually pretty good. I like this. Let's get the Yawn going. And switch to Black Pepper should be fine. Swagger is obnoxious, but yeah, as long as we can get one off. Alright, now we throw balls. Well, now we can switch back to Yeast and keep it asleep. It's not like it's gonna go anywhere. This is another one, though, that is not going to have a great move set for a while. Like, it's just not a good low-level move set. Swagger's annoying. Please don't hit yourself in confusion. Okay, that's kind of a lot, but that's okay. Nice. All right. And start throwing great balls again. Alright, I'm gonna do one more sleep round. You know what? It's just like, does it make sense to throw every Pokeball I have at this thing? I don't know that it does, actually. Just because it's a legendary Pokemon doesn't mean it has like the best moveset or typing synergy. Like, this Pokemon's way better in double battles than it is in single battles, so it's like not even in its element per se. Which is how Medea says pussy, which is like what my wife always likes to say. Anytime I say per se, she goes, that's how Medea says pussy. And I love her. Because she's right. Ooh, that's bad. Am I still confused? Well, we can switch out. Got a lot of encounters left after this. I kind of think we should just let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Alright. Get through some more of these trainer battles. Kind of just clear our way to the next tasks, but I am reaching the end of this stream. I'm gonna wrap it up here in about 10 minutes. Should be bloom dooming. Should be bloom dooming. You can do a Z move every fight. There's no reason to hold back when we're just trying to get through the fight. Alright, so we got that done. Now we'll fight this guy. It really is. This really is the most convoluted part of this game. Even more to me than like the Mount Pyre stuff. Okay, what am I gonna do with this guy? We need a water Pokemon. Oh, or a guy that knows Aqua Cutter. Ooh, or we don't do that. Onion, can you heavy slam this thing? Pretty good? Good. I thought you could. Wonderful. Fight this guy. Great. Fine. Covet is pretty nasty. Oh, you can't whirlwind us actually because we're guard dog. Guard dog means you can't make us switch out. Ah, that's annoying. Infestation. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, you got burned, sucker. We should go ahead and just switch. Oh, right. The infestation prevents us from switching out, but it's fine because you're dead. Wonderful. Hiker Trent. Oh, my goodness. It's the best. You're the best. We need more Pokeballs before we go into another fight. We're going to fight this guy so that I don't do it on accident later. Oh, and it goes down without a hitch. And we should get another opportunity to break these open. Yeah. Galadite? Nope. Galadite? Latiosite. Well, we'll see what happens. We are here to buy Pokeballs, yes. Or Great Balls, that is. As many as we can. 33 in this instance. Jesus Christ. Well, we still have some Pokeballs, some regular Pokeballs in the bag. Probably some Premier Balls, a few of those at least. Galadite? Fire Gym. Galadite? Ooh! This is our encounter for this this route. Umbreon. Okay. Go to sleep, little baby. And then Galade, if you could do us the solid of getting this down to 1 HP. Wonderful. Eat that Confuse Ray. Yeast can come back in and hit a yawn. We've got a nice catching system in place right now. We're getting about as good of odds as we could hope to get, ultimately. And for that, I am grateful. Now, I can't imagine the catch rate on this is very good, so let's just go to Great Balls here. Yep. Ooh, yeah! Alright. Now this I think we can go foundational with. It's tanky and should have some utility, possibly. I'm gonna call it, and we're gonna go Olive Oil the Umbreon. Welcome to the Resistance. Now the last Olive Oil lost us the run, and that sucked. So if you could not do that, I would be really super grateful. Well, cool. That's cool. I like that. I want to see what its ability is, actually. Protosynthesis. Oh, okay. Interesting. Its bulk IVs are excellent. It's got good speed and a decent attack with a decent nature. I mean, this is about as good as you can ask an Umbreon to be. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna see what it learns in the next 17 levels real quick. Assurance. We definitely take Assurance. Moonlight. You don't have to tell me twice. It's a no on guard swap. Hey, but that's pretty fun. That is pretty pretty fun. I mean, look at this thing. 112 special defense, 94 defense. So photosynthesis would boost the special defense in this instance, sun. So that's good to know. Alright. Really, I just want to Blastoise-inite. Rock Gem. None of them are bad items. Umbreon, that is pretty cool. Because that route, the encounters are, well, here we are again. The encounters are all, either you can fish or surf down here. You can get an encounter sometimes from breaking those rocks. Or I usually just wait to come in here, but you need the Go Goggles to do that. But we will not be getting a desert encounter, because that's what the Umbreon was that encounter. So, cool. Fiery Path. Again, another alpha Pokemon, and a Furfrou. This is another one that I think I'll put a little effort into catching for encounter mapping purposes, because there are, like, you know, several haircuts that can all spawn separately. So let's go ahead and just give it the old false swipe salute. And this should be doable. Yeah, there we go. Again, we're in... We need to make the sauce still, so we still need our seasonings. Let's go cayenne. The Furfrou. Furfrou? In any event, welcome to the Resistance. I like your haircut. Come on. I know how to spell. Cool. Alright. We can't use strength yet, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yes, Furfrou. You are very pretty. Thank you. Ooh, Grimmsnarl would have been fun, but that's fine. Wouldn't have had Prankster, though, which is one of the things that makes it the most fun. This run is really off to a good start. We are going to be wrapping up really shortly here. I just want to get us to kind of the next plot line, so to speak. Yes, Basil. And time can bring this home. But not if they're confused. That's kind of annoying. There we go. Good stuff. Alright. Sprigatito. We didn't fight you. Let's, like, I just want to make sure to fight some of these guys I know I'm going to be walking by again, because I don't want to be caught unawares. That's a big part of it. Perfect. Okay, Route 111, and show me how much you've trained your Pokemon. Ooh, what do we want to do about a Basil? Get in here. Oh yeah, love to see that. Speedfall, who cares? Again, I should be using Bloom Doom, but that is okay. In this scenario, we seem to be fine. Minior. This, I will Bloom Doom. Yeah, Stealth Rocks are not really moving me. Oh, come on. Alright, great. Pupitar, I don't want to switch out, cause that, we will resist that, and this is quad, and we're fine. Okay, cool. That was a little scary. Earthquake's kind of a crazy thing to know, but that is fine. Alright. I don't think the creepy lady resets your Pokeball. I just used the last use. Yeah, she does not reset your Pokeball. She heals you, but that's it. Okay, so yeah, we've got this one encounter, and then we will be in, what is it called? It's some town that we will save the game once we are there. Ooh, get sucker punched. D-bag. Oh, I have a bunch of legendary Pokemon. I'm scary. Are you? Are you? To the Yeast Beast? Are you scary? I don't think you are. I don't think you're very scary. You're a little scary. And covet. Mission accomplished. Alright. Okay. What do we get? Keldeo! I was just saying it would be cool. Ooh, first water Pokemon. Hit this yawn. Black Pepper. False Swipe. Do it again. Excellent. This is our best shot. Switch back to Slaking on the wake up. Hit yet another yawn. Slack off. Nice and good. And great ball. Do it again. Stop waking up and get in the ball. I want to be your friend. We could end the stream together. You could be like, I'll put you on the cover of the next stream. I will. If you just get in the goddamn Pokeball, Keldeo, please. Please. I'll give you a nap. Oh, come on. Come on. Ooh. This thing's hitting pretty hard for this level discrepancy. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Keldeo, look, no one understands your My Little Pony, like, badass, mythical designation better than me. I get it. I really do. You're preaching to the I don't know what I'm trying to say. Please get in the ball. If you get in the ball, I will put you on the cover of the next video. That's a huge deal. 10 people watch this sometimes. You're getting these crazy fast wake-ups. Do you have early bird? Because that would be, like, specifically annoying for this exact scenario. And it wouldn't be particularly useful otherwise. I would really, 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 really appreciate it if you just got in the ball. We're not even getting a shake. It's not shaking once. We're running out of yawns. Oh my god. Oh, workup is kind of scary. Man. This is not a fun position to be in. Okay, this thing has fully increased its stats. I'm gonna go ahead and throw every Pokeball I have at this thing. Damn, we're out of yawns. We're out of yawns and we're out of great balls. I mean, this is not looking good. I don't think we're picking this thing up. But sometimes you gotta throw every Pokeball you have. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. I don't have a Water-type Pokemon. I think this would be a really good replacement for Gallade. It's a very strong Pokemon with a very good move set. And I'd really like to have it on the team, but I understand if it doesn't feel like it can be a part of this journey, I guess. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen. That's every Pokeball I have. Right? Yep. I'm not even going to kill you. No hard feelings, Keldeo. You wasted a bunch of my money, but that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to do our best to maneuver around these trainers to get to the next town. Oh, Ivysaur. You cutie. I love Ivysaur. Okay, okay. Hopefully this guy's not too bad. We're running low on moves. Okay, yeah. This is totally manageable. I was gonna... Keldeo. Man, it would have been nice. Really would have been nice, but whatever. It's all good. Well, that is it for today's stream. We have reached my destination. I'm happy. I mean, we've got some really good Pokemon. We've missed some encounters, but it's all, you know, it's all going well. I mean, we've got a pretty stacked team, some of them with good IVs to boot, and some pretty great abilities. This is a great welcome back to Emerald Crest, and I'm really happy to be here. We will be back with Emerald Crest, day 21, resuming attempt 84. We'll beat up Team Magma, and then we'll take on Flannery, and it'll be a good time. That'll be next Tuesday night. Hoping to resume Friday morning streams soon, but I'm not sure. Not sure what we're gonna do, because I am thinking I might abandon the Furret solo run that I was working on, because I am just not sure that I'm the person to accomplish that goal with the circumstances that I have available to me. Like, if I could mod the game and maybe, like, teach Furret some of its modern movesets, like set up stuff like Coil or something, I could maybe see, but even in that scenario, I don't really see how that ultimately helps us against Claire, which is where we keep getting fucked up. So that's it. That's it for today's stream. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, anything you do to boost these videos, I appreciate so much. And you could win wonderful prizes like Shrouded Fables ETB and more eventually. So once we hit 500 subscribers, I will be giving away multiple things to multiple people, and one of them could be you. But yeah, that's it. Thanks again. See ya at least next Tuesday evening, if not Friday morning. Bye-bye.